Today's video is just going to be flat out awesome ways that you can use movement to get to exciting places, whether it's vehicles, jumping, ledge grabbing, vaulting. I'm going to show you the spiciest spots that I know of in all of PUBG, except for Senok. Senok I made a dedicated video to a while back, so you can check that out in the description after. This video today is sponsored by PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Thank you very much for sponsoring this video. Whether you're a new player or an advanced player, I almost guarantee you there's at least one or two that you do not know about in this video. So let's roll it. Let me know in the comments, and if you have any other spots that I did not include, let me know too so I can use them. You can still get on top of this military bridge right here. What you do is buy this rock, stop right at this bush, and then you just gotta send it. Perfectly align it, and you can even sometimes get the bike up there with you if you are lucky enough. Oh. Well, first try. Not bad. Oh. And sometimes you get stuck like that. But yeah, it's possible. And there you go. Sometimes when you time it just right, you can have the bike with you. It's kind of hard to turn it around, but it can be done with a lot of practice. Now from here, you have a clear view of anybody who's going to bridge camp. So if you somehow land a melee base, and then you'll see, wait, it's going to be a melee ending. This is a really funny play to do. Now, if you're super duper cool, I want to see someone do this in squads. Get all 4 people up here. Show me, and you will be rewarded in +1 rep on Steam or something. On the scaffold of military base, you can get quickly down by going off the side and jumping by these little, whatever that is, objects. You can skip that one. You will take a small hit of damage, but this is a really quick way to get down. So from the player perspective, up and over, simply down, and do a little jump if you want to make it safe, and down you go. This is a quicker way to get down to safety in case you have enemies gunning for you. On military base, you can climb these big things here. I don't know what to call them, but we're gonna get on top here, and I'm gonna show you a pretty neat spot that's never ever been used. So if you loot a little bit here and you get up here, you have entire cover to see the rest of the military base pretty much. If anybody's police, apartments, other police, radar tower, these in the open, you know, you're full covered for those. However, this is your only weak spot, but then again, you can go over here and take it easy from here too. So you'll have very good visual to get those early game picks, and it's just a fun little spot to use. The 2 police stations on military base, this here and this, I'll use the new markers here. Jump on top, then you can vault up here, and you can gain a pretty sick overview yet again on military base to spot out your opponents and have some fun. While it's a bit risky to get up here, it's just one of those spots that people will not expect you to be in, so it might be fun to go up here and see if you can take some players out. If you're one of those players that like to backstab early on here in prison, there are multiple ways to get down, so you don't need to go all the way around. Simply just glide down these rocks here and find a nice little subtle path that you can get down to your opponents. This way you won't have to run all the way around, and in case you got some attacks on an enemy and you get down here in like 5 seconds, you know, that's another surprise attack coming that player's way. Even though it's one of the older plays in the book, this is still one of my favorite of all times, getting on top of this rooftop. But not only that, we have the other roof over here, or the rooftop. Yeah, that's a rooftop where you can get on top too. Not a whole lot of people use this one, and maybe it's because you most of the times won't get your vehicle down again, but it is indeed possible to get up here. Now, if you do it on a bike, you can obviously get your bike back just by doing this. However, a car will most likely struggle a little bit more getting down all these stairs. While it has been made significantly harder to get on top of these rooftops, it is still possible. And these houses are pretty much everywhere in the map, right? So on this and all the way out, then you jump and simply ledge grab. Now in this city, you're a little bit exposed, but there's plenty of houses of these around the map, and it's just a really good rooftop play to make. There's multiple ways to get on top of a rooftop in Pochinki, such as going up these triple stories, jumping on the rooftops, jumping around. Now, this is probably the most common one in the center section of Pochinki, but my favorite is over here, where we enter this building, go up here, jump through, and then we can either vault up here, over here, up there, here, or there, and even onto this garage if you want. You could also access it from jumping from here and ledge grabbing up to that roof. This is my favorite Pochinki spot to play around. I start looting over here, and then I run over here, get on the roof, jump around, see if anybody's shooting. And if there's no action over here, I'll move over here to these rooftops, hop over, and be a monkey over here. By far my favorite roof play to make in Pochinki. This is more of a meme play, but still one of my favorites. At the bridge here at the end building, simply go up the back here, vault up, and then on this little antenna, people rarely see you up here, and it's just a spicy meme play to make. Another accessible spot with ledge grabbing near the bridge here, simply from this little railing here, ledge up, and now you have a very good overview over the bridge and behind you. Another fun spot. These fields out here can be really hard to spot people in, but going on top of this compound here, you will have a much easier time picking people off. So send one team member up here. If you take this compound, simply ledge grab up on the roofs, and have that at least one scout sitting up here, letting your team know where the players are and where they'll be coming from. On the military bridges, there's some tasty spots you can get up to where people will not expect you to be. Here's how to get up into one of them, and I will show you every single one of them that you can get up into, but I'll just show you how to get up into one real quick here, and then we'll go over the rest. Simply walk up here, a little jump, and then a jump over, and then you can choose to run aside if you so please, and you can even go a little bit further here. You can't jump and ledge grab up from here. I've tried countless of times and I've lost a lot of HP trying to do so. And from here you can snipe players coming across the bridge. Now, which one can you climb on and which can't you? So if we see here, a lot of them are at this angle here. They're very steep, but there's some of them, such as this one, that's not that steep. So these are the ones that you can climb on. So if you look here, we have quite a lot. There's one right here. Another one, this one too, this one here, and then we come to the part where none of them are climbable, and then on the other end we again have multiple ones that you can go and climb on. And these are just tasty spots to be in, because from up in these angles here you can spot so many players on the bridge, and even if they're coming to bridge camp, you can stay patient, wait for them to park their car, and then take them out. A quick one here, this tree in Watertown can be climbed up just like this to get on this rooftop and check for any loot. And also you can continue further up and sit a little bit hidden-ish, crouch in the end, and right when you start walking through the tree, you have a little sniper spot. There's plenty of spots around the map where you can use ledge grabbing to jump into different buildings' windows, but this one is my favorite, so we'll bring this one in this. Jump across, a ledge grab, and you're now in the other building. One more here near Rossock. If you want to take rooftops here too, you can just jump off the balcony and jump over here, ledge grab, and you now have the tallest roof. Again, send one member up here, be the scout, and tell your team whenever there's any enemies approaching your compound. If you land here at Small Mill to Power, there's usually a couple of guys with you. If you get here first and you know there's other people around down here, you already got a gun, there's a nice little spot over here where you can get down through and peek other players that are already a floor down looting. A lot of people use this and people never look up here, so here you have a lot more view over the entire place. So if you have that gun, sit and wait for people to pick the different angles that they can come from, because otherwise they'll expect you to follow that normal round around. Ever want to menace and wish that you could see everything here, because you know there's going to be other people? Right up here, if you gain a little bit of loot, hop over. Yes, that's possible. You probably never thought about it, and then you just continue all the way up to the top. Once you're up here, things get a little tricky. You got to jump up on this railing here, so be careful not to accidentally jump off. So rather take your time, fail once, go again, and then here you got to jump over. Down here you go, jump up, ledge, through the little dip here, turn around, and then ledge grab up here as you jump. There you go. Okay. And now you will be able to snipe anybody in minutes. In the boxing rings located in El Pozo and Picado, you can gain a really good high point advantage here. If you go out, vault up, and just vault up again over here. Now this is of course if you take over a boxing ring, but it does give you a beautiful view over the area, and you will be able to snipe people around here that also came to take your loot. This mountain over here near El Pozo can get you a really sick view, as most of these mountains in Miramar. I'm going to show you the quick route here up. Pretty much, well, the only route up. Start off by a little bit of jumping here. Then here you want to hit this little spot with a ledge grab. Just a simple ledge grab. Up you go. Up and over. Now this one is a little bit tricky too. But you jump up here. Then you gotta make this over here. After that, simply walk up. Simply ledge grab over. Don't run like I just did. You can go even further. All the way up here. Bam. Bam. Imagine sitting here with the car 9. Little jump, little ledge grab. And now we're as high as you can go up here. Probably the best view you're going to find is here on the Pozo Mountain. Now this one is probably not one you've ever seen anybody up on. It is possible if you take a bike up from the side here, hit it right in the dip. Damn, that sun is bright. From here, you don't need the bike anymore. You gotta start climbing on your own, good sir. Not bad. It's over here. Up you go, up and around. And from here, you want to make a little bit of a run as you ledge grab. Jump and ledge grab. And we gotta continue on up. Oh shoot, again, my bad. It's over here. There's so many rocks to climb that sometimes I forget the fastest way up, but now that we're on top of the mountain, I don't think that you're gonna find a better sniping opportunity than this fat rock up here. I've done this rock over here near Impala 1,000 times on stream. It's simple. Take your bike up and then over here you just walk up on. Let's grab a little bit, but it's an easy one. However, what if I told you that this one was possible? Yes, it really, really is. Now, this is not the way to go up. No, this one is difficult to get up on. So first off, what you want is a bike, drive up here, hit it hard here, and when you get here, the rest is on foot. Yes, it's one of those. Now, this one is a risky one too. You see, you're going to take some fall damage if you mess this up. Jump over, ledge grab. And this one, you got to jump right in that dip where those two meet, and you got to just keep jumping till you hit that ledge grab. Here comes the tricky one. Can't be tricky. Took me a little bit of time to lock down. Over here you go. Vault up. And then here you gotta make a little tricky jump there. After you've done it like a couple of times, this one becomes pretty easy and fast too. But it does take a little bit longer than some of the other ones to get your to get the route in place. But once you're up here, I mean, if anybody took that one, and they really do, but if anybody's smart enough, they will get surprised by you. The big office buildings, there's a sneaky spot that people don't think about. High vending machine. There could also spawn a vending machine up here. Right there. This is kind of a sneaky way to get up. Now, I know most people might know this, but it is definitely something good to keep in mind and use. Especially because of the hidden vending machine down here. The new big rock on McKinley here is also climbable. It does require you to have a snow bike. If you hit this ramp right here, it will send you up. So use this ramp here, or there's an old dirt patch. Hit the ramp directly where I just showed you. Keep driving as you hit the wall here. And then you can jump out. Let that be, whatever. So once you have your bike up here, jump over here. Walk up a little bit to get some more high ground. Jump up. Jump over. And here comes the trigger ledge grab. And do that one more time. And there we go. What I love about Vikendi is that whoever designed all of these rocks around the map has made sure that every single one of them is climbable. And I think that is very freaking cool. But it does take some practice. So if you were able to complete the other ones that we've showed, then this is definitely the ultimate task. So up here we go after a couple of tries there. It was, of course, first shot, first try, all that jazz. Jump over. Jump down. Over to this one. Over here comes a little bit of a tricky part. Just kidding. I forgot. Alright, over here. This is the tricky part. Jump over to this one. Almost sounded like Aculite there. Out. Out. Up here, let's grab. And we're almost at the end of it. Yes, this is this takes a lot of effort here. Little yes. And here you go. By far the hardest mountain to climb on Weekendy. But once you get this one, because now the zones can also end out here, that means that if you get on this spot, I got a thing coming their way, right? I'm not going to go too far into depth on Weekendy because pretty much every mountain is climbable and every building is almost climbable too. You just got to look for the routes, but just go thinking that there's not one specific route to these rocks or buildings or whatever. Use your mind, come up with ways to get on top of them because they do give you a pretty sweet view over the fields, over the cities, over anything. Here at Cement Factory, we can climb up these two. You can get a little bit extra up than I think you might know of. And it kind of gives a cheeky angle for some long range snips on other targets running around here. Over here you go. Up here you gotta just drop a ledge grab. And now you have this ledge here to play around. That way you can peek angles. You can get in cover from every angle. Another good little sniper spot. If you're inside of the cave, a good little strategy to do if you hear enemies coming is vault up here. Get on top and wait for them to push through this gate. People rarely expect to look up, and over here you have a little bit of a hiding spot too. So if you want to play that passive game, whatever gets the chicken dinner, this is definitely a play you can do down here in cave. Thank you for watching the video. Now if you did want to continue with the Senak video, it's right here on screen. Thank you again to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys found something that you could use here. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.